What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Mr. Payola here, and I'm just doing a little review today on why you should buy a BMW i8 over a Tesla. Right? So I'm about to go to the store, grab some food. We're gonna talk about why I think you should buy an i8 instead of a Tesla, especially if you're like a single male. Well, with no kids, in a sense, you know what I mean? Because if you have like a couple kids, well, you can still have kids in here, but it's pretty tight and it'd be very inconvenient and whatnot, you know what I mean? Alright, you guys, so let's get on the road. And see if I do want the engine to like start revving. You see how when you start the vehicle and it's just quiet? If I want like the engine to start going, I just give the gas a little love tap, and you see, and that baby, it starts running, man. All right, so yes, so yeah, guys, I think people would, like, you know, if you were to consider buying a vehicle, you know what I mean, this is like a very hybrid, efficient vehicle, you understand, compared to like a Tesla Model 3. You know, so let's talk about it, man. Like, let's talk about the value, right? I'm the kind of guy that buys vehicles where, you know what I mean, I want to make my money. I want to, you know what I mean, make some money back. Well, not make some money, but get some of my money back, in a sense. You know what I mean? So what I mean by that, like, for example, you buy like a M6 or M3, you know, you're kind of gonna get your money back. You know what I mean? You go buy cars like Tesla and all these like cyber trucks and all these high depreciating vehicles, like, man, after 1 year or 2 years, that thing is gonna go down to almost nothing. You lose like what, half the value for the car after 1 year. Can you imagine after owning it for a few years now, right? So if we're gonna talk about efficiency, right, and range and all that, yeah, so what you get about, I was in a Tesla Model 3 the other day, right? You know, it has a nice little screen here. It has a little nice screen at the back for the passengers. All right, cool. Like, you know what I mean? It's just a very plain vehicle. You know, just one screen there and a steering wheel. You know, a man like me, I'd get pretty bored of that after a while. You know, a car like this, you know, people are gonna love it. They see it. The kids love it. You know, it's a conversation starter. A Tesla Model 3, like, it's just such a common vehicle. It doesn't turn any heads. You're gonna spend like 50 grand, and after the first year, you know, it goes down from 50 to 30 grand. Like, that's absurd in a way, you know what I mean? So, you know, a car like this, I've had it for exactly 1 year, right? Let's look at the book value. I bought it for 73,000, you know, and I had about what, 45,000 kilometers. I have 64 now. Right, I could still get this for what, 69, 70,000. So in a sense, well, I lost like 3 grand. So yeah, I could still kind of say, yeah, I can get my money back today if I were to sell this car, right? So if you don't care about the appreciation value after you've owned the car, all right, cool. That's kudos to you. You know what I mean? Whatever. But I'm a kind of guy where, you know what I mean, cars are not cheap. You know what I mean? So if I can kind of get most of the value back for the car, then I'm gonna buy a vehicle where, you know what I mean, I can get the dollars back, right? So like I said, like, efficiency, this car, I can get what, I plug it in, you plug it at home, you can get 25 kilometers of free range. You see how I'm at half right now. Say from 1 bar, say if I only have, like, you know, I only have 1 bar, quarter left of a tank left, from quarter to full, it's gonna cost me about $53 to fill it up. You know what I mean? So, and I'm gonna get like what, 500 kilometers out of it. So that's still pretty good, right? You know, and then, like, you know, so then you have to worry about the electricity and all that. And it's such a cool car. It's very nice. You know, the doors go up in the air. You know what I mean? It's worth the value today. It's not, you're not buying this car for $150,000 brand new. You know what I mean? You can buy it for all 65, 70, maybe in the low 60s for a higher mileage one. You know, and this is Canadian currency I'm talking about, guys, not US dollars or anything like that. So yeah, man, Look at this thing. It's just better than a Tesla. You know, even the Cybertruck is nothing. It's not that different from the Tesla, the Tesla Model 3s and all of that. You know, I think the only Tesla that looks different is the one where the doors go up at the back, right? And then there's like a dash here, and then you have the screen here. That's the only one that actually looks like different from the rest of them, in my opinion. But yeah, you guys can make that decision. Tell me what you think. You know what I mean? If it's a efficiency thing for why you guys are choosing the Tesla, this car is just as efficient. You know, probably a bit more on the insurance. That's about it. I'm not sure how much people pay for Tesla insurance, but this car I pay about $300 a month. You know what I mean? I have a good record in Toronto, so yeah, that's my quick little 2 cents, you guys. I love this car. It's efficient. You can drive it. Yeah, guys, like really and truly, the biggest difference between the i8 and the Tesla is pretty much you know, Tesla is just full electric versus this is a hybrid. And then of course, like, you know, the software is probably better in the terms of, like, you know, the navigation and then all the options, Netflix and all these Apple CarPlay and all that other kind of stuff. You get me, right? So yeah, besides that, it's not that much of a big difference, and you get a better car, which is the i8. All right, so yeah, just my little 2 cents on what I think about either or cars and the value, you guys. Let me know what you think. Payola out.